Good morning, CG. I'm Mia.
And I'm Sam.
And we have your CGTV broadcast for Friday, May 13th. We have stories covering your school's healthcare workers, the crew who brings you your announcements each morning, and an inside look at the boys' golf team.
This week is National Nurses Week, and specifically earlier this week was National School Nurses Appreciation Day. But what exactly does this job entail? Gerline Gosel brings you the story.
This past Wednesday was Nurse Appreciation Day. CGHS has 3 nurses who manage different tasks, and as students, it is important to know what nurses provide.
We have 3 nurses here in the clinic, and we give daily medications. We take care of anyone with medical condition where they have like a care plan, such as diabetes or seizure disorders or asthma, allergies, things like that. Safety is one of our big concerns. Treat injuries, first aid, things like that. Well, if you get on TikTok, you can find a whole bunch of stuff that's misunderstood about school nurses, but I think the biggest misconception is that we just hand out Band-Aids and ice packs. So I'd say that's the biggest misconception. Like there's a lot more that we do than that. We offer a lot of things to students. We care for them physically, a lot of times mentally too, emotional support, helping them handle their health concerns, their health needs, a lot of day-to-day things. Some short-term things and ongoing too.
School nurses are meant to help students with their health, but what do they wish students knew about their job?
I enjoy working with all of the students. I like the variety, I guess, that we get. Things that you wouldn't expect to come into the clinic sometimes. It's kind of interesting. But overall, the students. I wish they understood that we really do care for them, and our goal is to keep them here, get them educated, and help them through their day. We do worry about them outside of school too, as well. That there are some, pretty significant events that do happen inside the school that we are trained to take care of.
Whether you visit the nurse's office rarely or regularly, keep in mind the school nurses are busy here at Center Grove. School nurses have an essential role for some students to make it through the school day and help bring services to students and their families to have a healthy lifestyle. Whether you know a nurse personally or at school, think of showing them some appreciation every now and again.
Thanks, Gerline.
Every morning, promptly at 7:40, the announcement team broadcasts live to our school to help keep us informed. Ben Baranko brings you the behind the scenes to show what goes into every morning's broadcast.
Morning Announcements is a club that meets every morning to bring you that day's broadcast.
So the main thing I'd say is that we do our announcements live and CGTV prepares them in advance. So our stuff is mainly just heads up news like teacher announcements, club announcements, all that kind of stuff. So I'd say, ours is a lot quicker to get done, and really our purpose is to inform people of stuff that they should know about stuff coming up.
Putting on the morning announcements is a task that requires a lot of jobs.
Well, for the first about 9 weeks, I produced, which means I just sit up in the booth and I cue people in and things like that. It's my responsibility to make sure we're live. But we cycle every week, so I'm doing something new every week. And so it forces everybody to really know how to do everything. So if someone's ever missing, you can always fill in for that role.
Morning Announcements prepares people for the future with technical skills.
So you learn all about using the equipment up there. That's, the switchboard, the soundboard. You get to do the slideshow, all that different stuff. Use the teleprompter. All useful skills if you want to go into anything media related. And it's also useful for if you decide to volunteer to write the scripts. If maybe you don't like the wording of something, it teaches you how to word stuff correctly.
To join the club, talk to Mrs. McMahon.
Thanks, Ben.
Bennett's String brings you a look on how the boys golf team has been doing this spring.
The boys golf team has been excelling this season. Following the state championship win last year, the boys are currently placed third and are aiming to take over their place back on top as the postseason begins to progress.
We're about a month and a half into the boys golf season. Sectional is about 4 weeks away. It's been a interesting spring. Weather has been a challenge, I think, for all sports outside, and of course golf is no different. Incredibly wet conditions and lots of wind. So even now that the weather is starting to get warmer, we're still battling the wind, which is always a challenge for a golfer. The team got off to a pretty good start. We won our opening tournaments each of the first 2 weekends. One hosted by Franklin at the Legends, and then we won our own tournament at Hickory Stick. This past week, we won the Bloomington North Invitational. It's been a little bit up and down season for us. I think weather has some of that, just hard to shoot good scores, and then we've dealt with an injury or two.
On the varsity squad this year, 2 freshmen, Drew Harden and James Beats, have shown out and continued to help the team during matches.
It's pretty big with how good we are as a team, ranked number 3 in the state. So it's a great experience with very good JV team and varsity, so yeah.
Beats specifically has been able to play with his older brother Luke this year, who is the number 1 for varsity as a senior.
I mean, he's always making it fun for me. He's always laughing, making me happy. On the bus rides home, he's always if I play bad, he's always there to help me, and it's fun.
CG plays at the Brownsburg Invitational this Saturday starting at 11 a.m. Come out and support your Trojans.
Thanks, Bennett.
That's all we have for you today, CG.
Bye.